How
Well,
about you? I know you
yeah,
had like this crazy midnight run or something like that.
yeah. So last episode, I was saying how I was going to do a 1 a.m. run because I have a 1 a.m. ultra marathon coming up in about 6 weeks. So got out there, 1 a.m., did it. Same nutrition, tried to keep everything the same. Try and the reason I was doing it is to replicate what it's going to feel like on race day because I've never done anything like that before. So it's
You've never
actually
even like stayed up until 1 a.m., have you? Not in the
not
last like couple years.
not the last couple of years. Yeah, like I've had a reasonable amount of practice a few years back running back from town as a student,
Yeah, yeah.
but definitely not 65 Ks. Uh, so
So you did 65 Ks at 1 a.m.
I did. Yep.
Wow.
Yep. So I did the rainbow, it's called the Rainbow Run in Rotorua. So around the Rotorua Forest, we've got coloured walking tracks, hiking tracks. So if you do all the coloured tracks, it's about 62 Ks. And there's a Strava segment for the whole thing. And I was like, yeah, I can get it, you know. Um, and so I went out and tried to go not at race pace, but I figured if I had a good solid morning, evening, night run, um, I should be able to get it. And so everything went well. Like the only thing I'd change is I'd not have coffee. That really didn't sit well. Otherwise, my nutrition worked well. I was doing every 20 minutes gel, then mini Snickers, gel, 20 minutes, keeping my water up. That's a formula that's worked really well for me in many, many ultra endurance events. And so I kept that up. Even at that time in the morning, it was awesome. That worked. Legs felt good. Heart rate was good. I did get a bit of cardiac drift, Matt, which is, when your heart rate, my power, because I was on trails, so I couldn't really rely on pace, stayed almost the same throughout the run. But my
There you
heart
are.
rate was like within zone 2 for the first 3 hours. Then after that, it sort of jumped 10 beats and then just stayed
Yeah.
up there.
Get
Yeah.
a bit dehydrated, so your heart needs to pump a bit more to get more blood pumping through.
Yeah, engaging a larger muscle mass. And so the effort felt the same. Obviously, I was getting more fatigued, but I was feeling pretty good. So all in the end, like it worked as planned. Actually
But you
felt
didn't get the
really good.
Strava, did you?
And so I didn't. So I went home and I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, I'm so stoked. Like Emma was still in bed because so I did 65 Ks in 6 hours. Pretty reasonable sort of effort at that time in the morning. And I get back, it's like just after 7 a.m. and my wife's still in bed. So I was like, oh, I got my computer out, uploaded it. And then the segment didn't pick up. I was like, what? What's going on? And my GPS just had a lapse. So, you gotta be right on it. And I just had it just missed this like little part. And so I just had a straight line.
Yeah. Everyone's gonna think you cheated. You
I
know
know
that.
it's not on the record, but that, Matthew, is why we need to do things for ourselves, not for the the publicity of it.